What is up, everybody? Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Flash Notions, my name. Hi. So you're probably wondering about that. Yeah, I've had that song stuck in my head all week, and I just finally had to belt it out in front of the camera. I don't know if you enjoyed that or not. I rather did enjoy it. Although I can never quite get the ending to sound right in my own mind. Whatever. That was fun. Last week's episode was kind of a deviation. There was no real plot. It didn't have any overall impact on the story arc. They really could have saved it for a Christmas special. But this week seems to be something a little bit different. Now, I'm not completely spoiler-free on this one, unfortunately. I accidentally clicked on YouTube a couple times and saw a couple of thumbnails, so I already know that this week is a rarity episode, that it does feature Vinyl Scratch in some capacity, and that there is a scene in which Rainbow Dash and Applejack are sitting like humans, I think on a train car, and they give each other like a bro hoof type of thing. Yay. Oh, and of course the name, the Saddle Row. Now, by the name The Saddle Row, that makes me think of Sassy Saddles, which in turn, this being a rarity episode, makes me think that we're going to be seeing, her Manhattan boutique, which could be why they're on the train. I would enjoy that, especially if they had changed the name to The Saddle Row. That really does sound like a clothing boutique for ponies, as opposed to Rarity for You that we heard in the last Manhattan episode, which sounds more like the clothing line itself. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not completely spoiler free, but it's not like I know a ton about this episode. I hate myself for knowing as much as I do. Oh, if you can hear something in the background, it's probably my washer. But whatever, let's just go ahead and get this episode started, shall we? No matter what, it's going to be fun. I don't think it'll blow me away like last week's episode, but it'll still be fun. So we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. Bing.
Come on! If we hurry, we can get there before the paper's even delivered to Rarity's house. Maybe she won't read the article.
I'm pretty
What?
sure Rarity's gonna read a review of her new boutique in Manhattan.
I still can't believe we all just blabbed everything that happened to that reporter.
I just hope it doesn't end up being an article about how her friends almost ruined the opening.
I think you're all overreacting. Rarity's our friend. If any pony is gonna understand, it'll be her.
I was wondering when all of you were going to show up.
Uh-oh.
Now we can all read the review together!
Uh-oh.
I have an idea. How about we don't read it?
Beeping sign, that's
What she
washer.
means is, before you read it, we should probably tell you about... No, darlings. Please,
Um.
no spoilers.
But
No spoilers!
Hey, that's my attitude a lot of times. This is not going to go well, but this is funny. So there's a huge noodle incident that we don't have any clues about except that it's bad. Apparently the main six minus Rarity told something to a bunch of reporters about her new Manhattan boutique that she didn't want known. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I just realized that in the opening, Spike is holding the journal that the main six are supposed to be writing in that they haven't written since season 4. Her glasses.
now, is every pony ready to hear what I'm sure is a stellar review that describes in stunning detail exactly how each of you contributed to the successful opening of Rarity for You? Many a pony has tried their hoof at joining the ranks of the elite fashion trendsetters currently ensconced in the boutiques of Manhattan's famed Saddle Row.
Oh,
Some might say it's
Saddle
the
Row is the
ultimate achievement in
district.
equestrian
Okay.
Fashion, and never before has a reporter been granted such unfettered, behind-the-scenes access until now. I wish it had been more fettered. I sat down with Rarity and her friends after the opening to get the inside scoop. And what a scoop it was!
Oh, okay, flashbacks?
Okay, kid, you successfully opened the
Oh my god, it's a J. Jonah Jameson pony! What the frig?
Here's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna
And that chin, what the hell?
paint a picture of how it all came together.
A word picture, mind you, not an actual picture.
Any questions?
Well, I was wondering how...
Let's get started.
Hey, wait a minute, that kind of looks like Double
You've
Diamond
done
in the
shops all
background.
over Equestria, but this was your first time trying to make it in the big city. What made you think you could tackle it on your own?
Well, I wouldn't say all over Equestria. I just have 2 other boutiques, one in my hometown of Ponyville and one in Canterlot. Still, when I decided to open this one, I was nothing but confident.
Let's just say that if I could choose, I probably wouldn't do it that way again.
Well,
Pinkie Pie has just desserts everywhere.
It was a plum-puckered, pig-pushing disaster.
After a lifetime of awesome, I think every pony's allowed to mess up every now and then, right? Wait, are you writing this down?
it didn't go exactly how I thought it would, but it, started out all right.
I am reminded of just basically every,
Welcome to Summer
like-
Road, an entire street lined with the most fashionable boutiques in all
like,
of
all the
Equestria.
If
things...
it's supposed to be the most fashionable...
It reminds me of something. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but, like,
discount hat
people sitting in front of the cameras talking about incidences and then flashbacks and showing the real thing,
For you.
and whatever they're saying turns out to not be as bad as or turns out to be worse than what actually happened.
Rarity, it's lovely. But are you sure you'll be ready to open tonight?
No need to fret over a mere moderate amount of preparation. My clothes arrive soon, my sales associate after that, and with a little dusting, we'll be ready for the grand opening tonight.
Rarity, so good to see you. Your store, it's going to be a very good place, I
Russian
think.
ponies?
Mr. Stripes owns the building. He's a very pleasant landlord. Although he can be pushy at times. Okay, all the time.
You've met my daughter? The apple of my ear, the hay in my hoof. You will let her work with you.
It's just, I'm dreadfully busy preparing for tonight's grand opening. As you can see,
There are only 2 things I love more than being pushy. One is my daughter, the other is miniature doll furniture, and I would sell my entire miniature furniture collection to make my daughter happy. You understand?
I'm just not sure how to take this. This is just weird.
Let me say another way. Hire her or I raise rent until you no can afford.
Okay, that's
First idea! Instead of clothes, we sell glow-in-the-dark teeth! Like this. But they glow in the dark!
what a
no.
splendid idea. Glow in the dark teeth. What was she thinking?
I don't know. She's an odd one.
Secretary, your assistance is required in the stockroom post-haste.
Lots of rats, mice.
Aww,
Aww, raccoons.
What are they doing here? Smokey made too much noise eating garbage, so Softpad's mother made them move out of the trash can. Then Smokey Jr. found
Oh my god, what the
behind
hell?
the
She
building.
adopted
Then Mr.
them all.
Stripes demolished it, so they were temporarily
They're
camped out in the
adorable.
back until they found a new place to live. No, no, no. I can't have a family of rubbish-scented raccoons living in my boutique. Did you hear that? Turns out there's a Club Pony Party Palace upstairs.
Turns out there's a Club Pony Party Palace upstairs!
Wow.
I'm sorry. Could you please ask her to turn it
His cutie marks a lot.
Could you ask her to turn it down, please? Turn it down, please! Oh, please! today listen to their so-called music far too loud. I realize that makes me sound like an old mare. But that's
Yeah.
business!
Oh, that smile.
I wish we were having as much fun as they are. Well, sweeping can be fun too. Sweep, 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 sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep.
Oh.
Twilight could make a dance remix about sweeping.
I mean, how lame is that?
Yeah, it wasn't even catchy.
Nope.
Sweep.
Sweep, 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 sweep.
And Pinkie Pie's using her tail. Oh, there's just so many levels of wind going on in that scene.
But security won't let me speak to her. Ah, what in the name of Celestia was that? You know how most stores have a little
Yes, that's-
jingle bell when the door opens?
Spoon for
I
earrings.
thought we should have something with a little more pizzazz. So I installed one of Daddy's antique horns. We'll have to do something about that. After I think of a way to quiet down that music. And after I finish designing the window display. Wait. Is this my merchandise shipment from Ponyville? It's completely disorganized.
And Coco Pomel's got a cold.
Oh, Miss Pomel! I'm so glad to see you.
That's both adorable and
Rarity for you.
tragic for
I
the
hate to add to your
opening.
already overflowing plate of responsibilities, but it looks as though we have just a tad more to do before tonight than I thought.
Actually, I can't work tonight.
Oh, why not?
Hay fever. Rarity
Feel
should
better,
be
my sweet.
totally
We'll manage without you.
sick
Somehow.
right now.
And we'll manage glowing teeth and car horns and disorganized clothes and dance music. Am I forgetting anything?
Raccoons.
What am I going to do?
I have felt like this so many times recently.
Opening a store in Manhattan is a pretty big deal. It's
Those two
natural that
ponies in the
Rarity
background
would
have
be a
been featured in the
little
background
stressed
before.
about
I just
how it
don't
was
remember
going,
what they're a reference
since it
to.
wasn't
Like,
going
I
well.
think it's Home Alone.
Still, I
maybe.
think she handled
I'm
it
not
all
sure.
right.
The dream is doomed. Doomed, I tell you. Doomed.
Fainting couch? Nope, just
I know
collapse.
things haven't gone perfectly so far, but we've done this kind of thing before.
Where's Starlight with
If
her
we all
fixer-upper
work
magic?
together,
She could
appreciate the
clean this
offer.
place in like a second.
This is Manhattan. To make it in the fashion scene here, everything has to be perfect. The perfect location, the perfect clothes, the perfect opening.
Maybe we should just postpone.
Postpone? Darling.
No,
today's the
that's
last night of the
that's
fall
not
season.
cool. That's
If we
no,
don't open
postponing is
tonight,
bad.
It won't be.
Postponing in an
Perfect.
opening of a thing like
Yes.
that in a big city
I
is
know what
always
needs to be
bad.
done. I just
Moving
need
it
more
up,
days.
on the other hand,
Oh, I wish
is
I could
always
copy
good
myself.
because that means you're ready ahead of schedule and
Yeah.
everything. What the
Copies of your
frig,
show
Pinky?
Sounds like a great idea, but before you know it, you're locked in a room with 50 Pinkie Pies watching paint dry. We can
What the-
do this, and we can stay true to your vision.
Did they miss one way back when?
Fluttershy, you'll handle those strong-smelling raccoons
Ah.
for me? Of
I don't even know what to say to
Me.
the what to.
I'll handle her and her good ideas.
And I can go upstairs to that non-stop party and have tons of fun and eat some cake and set up party cannons and then make them be quiet.
Aw, that's
Sure,
all.
I know some pony who wouldn't mind organizing this merchandise shipment for you. I'm talking about myself. Oh, please let me organize it.
This all sounds splendid. I don't even have a single employee, and I'll need the best of the best.
Leave the hiring to me.
Oh, this is it, my dears. If you can handle these problems, I'll
Unfortunately,
focus on the designs for the front
Twilight's is
display.
going to be
We'll show
too
Mayhem
organized,
what
like too
rarity
specialized
for
in
you is all
system.
about.
Um,
Oh, what would I do
Fluttershy isn't going to have the heart to get
What
rid of the
would you do
raccoons.
without us?
Rainbow Dash is going to hire cool people that don't really work with fashion stuff. Applejack is not. Oh my god, her
I sounded just
impressions.
like her. Hey, you're not writing this down, are you?
Yes.
Now for the perfect window display.
Final! Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, subverting the trope.
Oh, please, Pinkie Pie. Never in a million years would I say such balderdash. Oh.
Balderdash, though.
Obviously, DJ Pone 3 only plays the sickest of beats. I just wouldn't want her to miss out on the coolest new music straight from the back alley underground zips-up party scene. I'd play the whole thing if I were you, no matter what other ponies think.
Rarity for you is only hiring the best of the best. And to me,
that
means the
is that
best.
like Miss Parchwinny's mom or something?
Now, before
That
we
over the side
begin,
there?
am I doing this right? What would Rarity want? New plan. Who can be the first one to tell me what fabric this is?
That's organza.
Are you sure?
It's a thin, plain weave, sheer fabric traditionally made from silk, so yeah.
I don't know the first thing about clothes. Pretty much all I can do is look at something and tell you if it's clothes or not. This chair? Not clothes.
You keep up with me here.
What are all clothes made of?
Fabric?
Bingo! But not in this store. Not anymore.
Oh no?
2 words for you. Spoon clothes. All our clothes will be made of spoons.
Whoa, I'm getting Deadpool levels of rearranged timeline. She had the spoon earrings in the flash forward from this flashback that is with what the heck am I doing here? I
It
don't
ain't
know.
up to me. So, the answer is no.
Uh-oh.
Personally, I think spoon clothes ain't such a bad idea. Useful too. Eating soup, stirring gumbo, digging little holes.
There. Perfect.
Ooh.
Although, what would Rarity want? Maybe she wouldn't like it done by color. Guess I have to start over.
Oh, Twilight.
Hello, Smokey. Soft Pad. Smokey Jr. I have some interesting news. I'd like you all to stay here forever, but what would Rarity want? You have to move out!
A window display is the first thing customers see. And if they like it, they'll walk inside and experience the glory that is my
That is a
boutique.
weird looking hat.
I don't know which one of you to hire. Just keep guessing fabrics.
Daddy! Rarity's friend doesn't like my ideas!
Spoon clothes is good idea.
Oh no! Not a shopping music mashup! I'm sorry. When you write the story, could you maybe skip over the part where we locked Rarity in the window display?
OMGs, that is awesome!
Here's to be stopped.
Yep, we're working on it!
Well, we shouldn't let this time go to waste.
How
Wow.
did this happen? I shut down the party!
I told Plaid Straps no.
I asked the raccoons to leave. I asked a lot of fabric questions. Just like I thought Rarity would want.
Rarity asked us to help her with everything because she knows all of us so well. She knows how much you care for animals. She'd trust you to solve the problem your way. Maybe we should all do the same. Doing this our way is what Rarity wants. It's not too late. Let's all dig in and we can fix this.
So this kind of is like the opposite of make this castle a home montage.
I'm sorry I asked you to leave. The place is yours, if you want to stay. Though I would like to ask you all just one favor.
Take a bath.
I'm sorry I made you play that unfun, super boring music. But if you're up for it, I have an idea to make the party even better! Okay, I don't get fabric, but I do get speed. And I need some pony fast enough to help all the customers Rarity is gonna have. So, first one to the river and back, get
Her cutie mark is a bleeding heart. That's both disturbing and awesome.
Mr. Stripes, I owe your daughter an apology. She's got good ideas, and I should give them a chance. So here's what I'm thinking.
Perfect.
Wow, looks like we fixed that door just in time.
Oh, what's all this?
Ooh.
The whole place organized by style, cross-referenced by size, and reverse-indexed by fabric. She'll be able to find anything in 3 seconds flat. It was some of my best work.
That's adorable.
I knew I could count on you. All right, I suppose this is the moment of truth. Rarity for you is now open.
And there's a squirrel. Beat it.
Oh dear, I wasn't quite prepared for such a crowd. How will I handle them all?
My name's Blue Bobbin. I'll be your personal shopping assistant this evening.
Blue Bobbin.
Right this way, every pony. And one of our talented sales ponies can help you out.
She hired all
They were all
three.
pretty slow, but they finished the race. Plus, they knew a lot more about fabric than I did. So, I hired them all.
Yeah, that works. Fashion show party.
The way I see it, Rarity
What
designs
the-
fashion,
They're-
DJ Pone 3 designs
She's gonna eat all the food in the place by the time they're done.
Dance club.
Pass it off on it.
After a quick bath, they were more than willing to help.
Ah, a blue corn reduction with shallot confit. But how can I possibly enjoy it without a...
Told you spoon clothes ain't such a bad idea.
Exquisite. This is the most whimsical and wonderfully fashionable boutique I've ever seen.
In
Okay.
the end, Rarity's grand opening was a smashing success. True, it got off to a rocky start, but somehow this ragtag group of ne'er-do-wells, oh, heavens, I think he means you, came together and created the perfect boutique, a vision of Rarity, combined with the expertise of her friends. This reporter, for one, is a believer. Why didn't you tell me there were so many problems?
We all figured you had enough on your mind.
And we didn't want you to think that the opening wasn't perfect.
Ne'er-do-wells or not, I know I can always count on all of you. And nothing could be more perfect than that.
Okay then. And no custom outro this time. Darn. And no song. Well, that was interesting, to say the least. No, it did not live up to last week's or surpass it or anything like that. It was funny enough to be entertaining. Just the fact that it followed last week's episode, though, immediately is like... Up, down. Sorry, I forgot that you guys can't see a lot of my facial expressions on this one. I'm going to have a lot of editing to do, aren't I? Either way, this was just overall very, interesting is the best word that I can use. Like, there's no other word that I can really use that describes my feelings other than it kept my interest. And it was sort of fun. It's just nothing too spectacular. It could have been a season 5 episode, I guess, if, she'd had her boutique back then. It is interesting, though, that we got The Gift of Maud Pie is only episode 3, and this one's only episode 9. So yeah, she moved fast, getting from just purchasing the boutique to opening it. Considering a heartwarming tale, I think this indicates they realized that they've only covered a fairly small amount of time in 5 seasons, and now they're just trying to jump ahead. Maybe I don't know. It would be interesting if they were doing that. One thing of note is Rarity's thing there, where she's like, "I realize that makes me sound like an old mare." I have always kind of envisioned Rarity as being the eldest of the main 6. That doesn't really work with Equestria Girls, does it? But at the same time, it could. I've also sometimes envisioned that maybe she's the youngest, but she acts the oldest. I don't know. She is definitely the most mature of them, but also the most overdramatic. I think the fact that this was a Rarity episode definitely made me enjoy it more. Twilight was just adorkable at all times here. I could kind of see Tara Strong's personality shining through there. The whole sweet thing totally reminded me of what is it that she did? The whole Twilight-licious meme. That's what it reminded me of a little bit for some reason. And the Russian ponies. Yeah, I get that it's Manhattan and there's Russian landlords, and it's just supposed to be kind of a funny, stereotypical Manhattan night type thing. I didn't find it all that funny. It was a little bit awkward and a little bit pushing the stereotype just a little bit, but I suppose it wasn't too bad. I didn't find it particularly offensive, just it was the least part of the episode. In fact, I think the only reason that she was really put in there was so that Applejack could have something to do in there, which really they could have just put in there that Applejack needed to fix up some of the construction around the place. That would have been my thing. And she was trying to do it Rarity's way. They could have had it that she was trying to do it Rarity's way, put all sorts of design into it, rather than being practical like Applejack should be. That would have been interesting. More interesting, I think. But yeah, no, overall this was okay. I'll sum up my thoughts in a little text thing after this for you guys. But yeah, I think that's all for this time. Stay tuned later on, or maybe it came out before this, but yeah, new episode of Steven Universe I still have to react to, and a couple of YouTube videos I have to react to. So I'll be seeing you guys. Bye!